we look at public trust as a whole, and that's a theme I think we will talk about in the course of this discussion as well, over a period of time, there's been a general erosion in public trust. If you go back to the time of the global financial crisis, trust in financial institutions and broader governments, businesses as a whole, and that trend has actually been there for a period of time. But perhaps in the last 2 or 3 years, it has really come to the fore. I think there are a number of factors that have resulted in that. There is much greater transparency because of technology, so more information is available, and therefore it's more visible in terms of what you do and you don't do, whether it's governments or businesses or any organization for that matter. And you also find that I think another reason is because why public trust has eroded generally is the issue of disparity of income and income equality that is becoming more and more of an issue across the world. And that's emanated, if you look at it, in more recent times with what's happened with Brexit, with Trump coming to power and so on. So this trend of reducing trust in institutions and all as a whole has been going on for some time, but really come to the fore, I think, the last couple of years. And I think Edelman does an annual trust survey. They call it the Trust Barometer, and the most recent one, they have described it as an implosion of trust. They've essentially said that society as a whole has lost faith in many institutions, whether it's government, businesses, media as well, and NGOs. So when we look at all that context and we look at trust deficit, and then there's another factor. PwC's own purpose statement as a global network of firms is to build trust in society and to solve problems, right? But the first part of it is actually to build trust in society. So when we looked at what was happening around the trends of declining public trust, what we as a firm internationally is also trying to stand for, and we relate to the work that we do regularly on a day-to-day dealing with businesses, we felt that there was a role that we could play in really elevating the whole discussion on business and trust itself. So that was the genesis of this whole thing. And if you talk about why business, I think businesses are contributors to economies across the world in a very large way. They are the ones that create jobs. They are the ones that are the center of innovation, big or small. And therefore, they are positioned in a big way to shape a lot of the discussions because they touch and affect the lives of many of us on a day-to-day basis and society as a whole. So we felt that the discussion around trust, while maybe implicit and assumed in businesses and all, wasn't coming out enough to the fore, and we wanted that to be a much more open and transparent discussion, and recognizing the role that businesses can actually play. So going back to 2015, we started this program called Building Trust Awards, and we've then over the last couple of years looked at broadening that to get a bigger group of people involved in the whole discussion.